Rise podcast. And today, your host, Stephen Loney, I'm going to share with you some amazing things inspiring us as men to be great. And so today, I want to take a few moments just to introduce myself. We've been interviewing some great men over the past year or so, but I want to just have a one-on-one conversation just to kind of give you the heart of who I am and also some things we're going to be doing here in the near future that's going to be so amazing. So again, my name is Stephen Loney, and over the years, over 20 plus years, I've found it my calling, not just something that I do, as to empower, inspire men to reach their fullest potential. And I don't take that calling lightly. I feel we all have something great within, but sometimes it just takes a little help to help push that forward. And so that's what we're here to talk more about. And so today, again, we just want to encourage men to definitely tap into, and this is the community that we have put together that this for you, called Men on the Rise. And to kind of give you a little bit about myself, because I'm men, it's like the rest of us men here. We don't have it all together, but working together, we can accomplish some amazing stuff. And so over 20 plus years, like I said, I've been finding my way just to really tap in, serve, and work alongside with some amazing guys. I just found some guys who I connected with, and we started just having fellowship together. Just start connecting, and then just start going down to the park on Thursdays and just having a men's rap session. And from there, it kept on growing and expanding to where I started finding myself in other communities, where I started serving even in the church as a men's director over a men's ministry, and then to even go even further to start serving in our community as a leader over an organization called Brothers. And then from there, start mentoring programs, start coaching, start doing all other things. But it wasn't overnight. I tell guys, it's not trying to hit the home run, but just getting yourself on base. Just doing a base hit day to day, day in and day out, being consistent on that thing that you know you've been called to help. And be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. Don't make it all about me, but how can I help those who I've been called to help? And that's has always been my mission. That's always been my heart. Is how can I help serve other men in our community, whether if they are there in a success role or they're in a place where they're still struggling, trying to figure it out. How can we be there to support one another? And I tell everybody that you have to be around individuals who want to move forward in order for us all to grow together. And so I'm big on future leaders, not bottom feeders, but in the same sense, we want to make sure we're helping those who want to be helped. And so that's my heart, that's my passion. But with that, we've also started some content creation in so many different lanes. One particular is this podcast. So for over a year, it started back as Future Leaders Podcast, then it transitioned to Be Great Podcast, and then it moved on to Men on the Rise Podcast. And that's where we are now. We are really moving in a direction where we are just keen in to help developing us as men to be the leader and be the husband, be the father, be the person in the community, to be that person that we know and dear, that who we're called to be. And that's what we're all about. And we have so many different ways we go about doing it. One way, we have a men's rap session where every week we come together and we share great information, learn and grow together, and then we get involved in our community. And so some things I've had the privilege of since January is going into some of our prisons. And that's been a beautiful experience. And while we're there, we're not just going there just to tell the guys what they're needing to do, but to build relationships, finding out how we can help walk beside these individuals and also encouraging them for those who are especially going through reentry. So we teach every Tuesday in a class called Spice. And this is where guys who have 2 years or less on their sentence, they're going to be able to come back into society and actually not just go to work and things like that, but we're talking about how can they live a life of significance, not just success, but a life of significance where they can leave their mark on this community, on their generation, to really come out and do some amazing things. So I'm looking forward to what this is going to lead towards. And so that leads me right into this conversation of where we're going, even in the podcasting, in the communication space. And so one of the ways we're going to be doing some amazing things this year, we're creating a new podcast called the Reentry Podcast, where we're going to be talking to individuals who may have at one point in time spent time behind the wall. All right. Some of these guys who may just be fresh out of prison or fresh out of jail, are fresh out of whatever stumbles they have found themselves going through. And we're going to talk about their reentry. We're going to lean and talk about their past and what they were doing while they're behind the wall, but also where they're going in the future, where they are in that course of that journey. And so we're going to be spending time with these individuals, not only on a one-time interview. We're going to be formulating times where we're going to be tapping back in to see how they are in their process and in their journey, but also we're going to be connecting them to those resources that's going to help them. So we're not just going to talk to them, but we're going to walk with them to help them find the help that they need and find the place that they're called to be in. And so that's the beauty of this. It's not just a hand out, but it's a hand up so we can be able to grow together and learn in the process of while we go. All right. So please tap in. Please be a part of what we're doing. And if you have ways to help us to grow and to become even better, please come and connect with us, because we're going to work and build our community together as we touch lives of so many men who sometimes feel like they're forgotten or they've been cast out. But we believe when we work together, we can be the change that we want to see. We're not going to point fingers and say somebody would, and should do something. No, what can we do to be involved in the change that we want to see in our community? So I encourage you to take this journey with us in this re-entry podcast. We look forward to seeing you. Look forward to having some great conversations. So please tap in. We're going to be leaving information here in the description. Please make sure you subscribe and also share this information, because if it bless you, it's definitely going to bless someone else. Y'all go out here and win on purpose. Be great.